Adult Solutions. Add-on Desire.
Welcome to Adult Solutions Current Affairs program. This is Koteshwar. First I am going to discuss the international current affairs as part of today's current affairs. US will defend Taiwan against China. US President Joe Biden has warned that they will step in if China attacks Taiwan. Responding to this, China challenged that there would be no change in its position on the Taiwan issue, that Taiwan was their territory and that it would be forcibly seized if necessary. Bangladesh police arrests key suspect behind recent communal violence. Bangladesh police on Thursday night arrested a key man responsible for sectarian clashes against Hindus during the Durga Puja celebrations in Bangladesh. Iqbal Hussain was arrested from Cox's Bazar sea beach area and is suspected to be the one who allegedly placed a copy of the Quran at the Durga Puja venue in Kumila. Jaishankar meets UK counterpart Liz Truss, stresses on infra tie-ups and defence cooperation. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and British Foreign Secretary Liz Truss held wide-ranging talks on Friday with a focus on infrastructure investment as well as the defence and security cooperation. On a two-day visit to India, Truss also held meetings with Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav here. Barbados elects first president to replace British Queen. Barbados has elected its first ever president to replace Queen Elizabeth II as head of the state of the Caribbean island. Dame Sandra Mason, 72, was elected with a 2/3 majority vote on Wednesday. 43 countries call on China at UN to respect Uyghur Muslim rights. 43 countries have called on China to ensure full respect for the rule of law for the Muslim Uyghur community in Xinjiang. The declaration, signed by the United States, European and Asian member states and others. Intense clashes in Pakistan. A total of 4 people, including 2 policemen, have been killed in clashes between members of the extremist Muslim organization Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan, which is also called as TLP, and police in Pakistan. More than 50 people were injured. This was due to a rally by TLP members from Lahore to Islamabad demanding the release of their leader Saad Rizvi, who was arrested last year. Israeli terror designation of Palestinian NGOs sparks furious international backlash. An Israel decision to label 6 Palestinian rights group and civil society movements as terror organizations elicited a swift and fierce backlash Friday, with Palestinians, international organizations and left-wing American politicians slamming the move. WHO meeting for Covaxin's emergency listing will be held on October 26th. The World Health Organization's Technical Advisory Group will meet on October 26th to consider the emergency use listing of Covaxin, a vaccine developed by Hyderabad-based Bharat Biotech protecting against COVID-19, the Global Health Agency chief scientist said on Sunday. National issues. Rajnath Singh participating in the Air Force conference held in Bangalore. Rajnath Singh on Friday participated in a gathering organized by the Indian Air Force in Bangalore as part of the Bharat Amrut Mahotsav. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said that the victory of our army in the 1971 Indo-Pak War was the victory for the democracy. Indian Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary said that the surrender of 93,000 Pakistani soldiers in that war was a golden chapter in the Indian military history. Winter session of Parliament being from November 29th. The winter sessions of Parliament, which last for almost a month, will begin on November 29th. The session, which is likely to have around 20 sittings, would conclude ahead of Christmas. India among select countries developing hypersonic missiles. India is among the select few countries which are developing hypersonic weapons, a US congressional report has said. The Independent Congressional Research Service reports that the United States, Russia and China are the leading the way in the development of hypersonic weapons, while countries such as India, Australia, Japan, France and Germany are developing the technology. Rebuilt bunkers in the Kashmir Valley, tight security guard from city to border. All security agencies alert in view of terrorist activities in capital of Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar. Police, army, CRPF personnel are keeping a close eye on the suspects. New security bunkers have also been set up at many places to deal with and eliminate the conspiracies of terrorists. IIT GN's model to accurately assess rainfall induced damages in road network. Scientists at the Indian Institute of Technology Gandhinagar, which is also called as IIT GN, have developed a new integrated predictive model to accurately assess damages in road networks caused by heavy rains. This mathematical model was created taking into account many factors such as satellite imagery, soil properties, flood calm and vegetation at that place. New ED of Union Bank. Rajneesh Karnatak has assumed charge as the Executive Director of the Union Bank of India. He was previously with the Punjab National Bank as its Chief General Manager and Oriental Bank of Commerce, which has since been amalgamated with the Punjab National Bank. Tamil Nadu CM M.K. Stalin launches E-Munnetram to monitor the projects. Tamil Nadu CM M.K. Stalin launched the E-Munnetram, that is gives the meaning in English as E-Progress, to monitor progress of various projects undertaken by the Tamil Nadu government. The software was developed by Tamil Nadu E-Governance Agency. The NIA arrested 8 extremist suspects. The NIA has arrested 8 suspected terrorists in various parts of the Jammu and Kashmir. This brings the number of suspects arrested to so far 13. Rocket systems, BrahMos and offensive punch along a line of actual control in Tawang sector. India's military posture in the Tawang sector of Arunachal Pradesh has added an offensive punch with the army deploying Pinaka and Smerch long range and multi-barrel rocket launch systems as well as the BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles, which were developed by the Russia and India in the region. Andhra Pradesh, electric vehicles for garbage collection. The Andhra Pradesh government has decided to set up electric vehicles for garbage collection in all towns and the cities as part of the Clean Andhra Pradesh, that is also called as CLAP. The government has decided to protect public health by following best practices in garbage collection. Srisailam Tiger Reserve as an ecological sensitive area. Srisailam Tiger Reserve has been designated as an ecological sensitive area by the Union Minister of Environment and Forests. The ministry take the control measures on the industries and over their activities in this area. Collector must appear before the court on Kakinada Mayor no confidence motion, AP High Court. The High Court ordered that the collector would appear before the Honorable High Court on May 25th. Although the court ruled that the outcome of the non-confidence motion against the Kakinada Mayor Sunkara Pavani would be subjected to their own judgment, but the collector had sent the no confidence motion result to the government so that the High Court has ordered to appear before the Honorable Court on May 25th. Telangana, KCR Ahara Amrutam in government hospitals. The Telangana government has decided to launch the KCR Ahara Amrutam scheme to provide a meal facility of only 5 rupees in all government hospitals in the Telangana state. The scheme will be launched in 2 or 3 days at government hospitals in Hyderabad first. Later it will then expanded throughout the Telangana state. Telangana's Batukamma to be screened on Dubai's Burj Khalifa. Telangana State Festival Batukamma to be screened on the Burj Khalifa in Dubai today at 9:40 p.m. and 10:40 p.m. showcasing the culture and tradition of the state to the world. 9 crore square feet of office space in Hyderabad. Leading real estate consulting services firm CBRE South Asia and the Hyderabad Software Enterprises Association, which is also called at ICA, said in a joint report that the fully utilized office space in Hyderabad has crossed the 9 crore square foot mark. Sports. Defeated Indian shuttlers. PV Sindhu lost to Yan Seang of Korea in the quarterfinals of the Danish Open Super 1000 badminton tournament. As well as Samir Verma, on the other hand, lost to Sugiyato of Indonesia. Niharika takes the lead in National Women's Boxing. Niharika Gonella of Telangana is leading in the National Women's Boxing Championship. Niharika defeated Dali Singh of Bihar with the score of 5-0 in the first round of the 63-65 kg category on Friday. India-England 5th test will be held in next July. The India-England test match, which has been postponed indefinitely due to the corona, will be played in July next year. That means the result of this test series will come in July. These are the today's current affairs. Keep watching Adore Solutions Current Affairs program to get the regular updates on current affairs. Thank you.
Add-on Solutions. Add-on Desires.